I refused to punish or allow my wife to punish our son, and what happened next changed everything. My wife Jessica and I have been married for 8 years, and we have a 12-year-old son named Tyler. Now, Tyler's always been a good kid, gets decent grades, helps around the house without being asked, never really gets into trouble. But Jessica has always been super strict with him, like grounding him for a week if he forgets to put his plate in the dishwasher kind of strict. One Saturday morning, I was in the garage working on my truck when I heard Jessica yelling from inside the house. I could tell she was pissed, so I dropped my wrench and went to see what was going on. I found her in Tyler's room, holding his phone and looking like she was about to explode. "He's been texting his friends about how unfair I am," she said, shoving the phone in my face. "Look at this conversation with his friend Jake. He called me controlling and said he wishes he could live somewhere else." I read through the messages, and honestly, it was pretty typical 12-year-old stuff. Tyler was venting to his friend about having to be home by 6 on weekends while other kids got to stay out later. He said Jessica was way too strict, and that he felt like he was walking on eggshells all the time. The worst thing he said was that he sometimes wondered what it would be like to live with his cool uncle instead. "Jessica, he's just blowing off steam to his friend," I told her. "Every kid complains about their parents. Remember when you used to call your mom a dictator when you were his age?" But she wasn't having it. "This is disrespectful, and he needs to learn there are consequences. I'm taking his phone for a month, grounding him for 2 weeks, and he's doing extra chores." That's when I stepped in and said no.